All right. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. We're getting ready to head out from Daleville, Virginia. We spent the night here last night. Got to hang out with Stephanie and see some other hiker friends. Stephanie is still injured, so she's not going to be heading out for maybe another couple days. Cole's already on the trail, so she's going to go north to meet him. But anyways, I think it's day like 76. And we're getting a late start because we had to resupply this morning. We weren't able to do that last night. And so we're getting ready to head back to the trail. And it's not going to be a long day. Not going to be a long day. We're only going to do 11.3 miles today. So we've got a big uphill in the beginning. And so I'm excited to get started. My partner is probably the slowest person I've ever seen to get moving in a day, but we're going to get there. And so we've got a big uphill here in the beginning, and then we got a haul butt. I think we've got like a three mile uphill to start out the day, and then after that it should be pretty easy going for most of the rest of the day. So as always, when I'm coming out of town, I've got a sub sandwich on my back. And so that'll be my probably late lunch before we get to the shelter we're going to stop at tonight. And all right, so hopefully my partner is on her way out and we can hit the trail. So I will talk to y'all in a bit. All right, so it is day 76, and I've just left Daleville, Virginia. 11.3 miles today is what our goal is. Tater just called me and said that she had to stop at a hostel just outside of town to pick up some stuff that was mailed to her. So she's going to be a little bit behind me. We did a little coordinating, and there's two shelters today. The first one is at the top of this big climb that I'm getting ready to do. And so when I get up there, I'll stop and have my lunch and take an extended break, wait for her. If she doesn't catch up within a reasonable period of time, I will move on to the next shelter where we plan to stop, which is just over 11 miles on the trail. So not too bad. We're looking at a relatively easy day. Of course, I say that knowing that we just resupplied, and I'm packing way too much weight. Oh my God, I got way too much food. So I'm going to be eating a lot of food over the next couple days, just to get rid of it. Yeah, I hate want to do that, but the problem that you run into is that you need certain items, and the items that they sell that you need at the store, they usually come in multi-packs. For example, the little individual packs of peanut butter that I get, I needed 4 packs, but you got to buy 8. So yeah, it just is what it is. A lot of that stuff you can put into the hiker's box, but and I don't mind doing that if it's extremely heavy. But it's also stuff that I'm going to have to buy again. So, if I can handle carrying it for a few days, then that means that my next stop, I don't have to buy it again. So, it's a compromise out here. My breakfast, my instant breakfast, Carnation, that I put 2 packs of in each morning in one of my water bottles filled up with water. It tastes a lot better with milk, as it's designed for, but it works fine in water. And it gives you everything that I buy to eat out here is just loaded with protein, and that's good. But the biggest problem that people have out here, especially the guys, is that you lose so much weight in the beginning that you have to protect yourself and make sure that you're putting fat back in your body. And I know I've talked about this before, but there's certain snacks that provide a lot of fat, and you got to carry them, and them things are heavy. So, it is what it is. You got to make compromises. You got to eat the fat. The biggest problem with that is when you get done with this trail, you're going to be kind of addicted to that crap. And it's going to make it real hard to keep all that weight off that you've lost. And right now, my body's good. I've stabilized at that 13, 14 pounds that I lost in the first 3 weeks being out here on the trail. And my big old man gut is gone. And yeah, starting to see those muscles in that. Started out with a 2-pack, worked my way to a 4-pack. I'm kind of looking at a 6-pack now, so that part of it is pretty good. I just have to be very cautious and make sure that I put back in the fat that I'm burning. And somebody said the other day he was burning 7,000 calories a day. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I think that's an exaggeration. I don't know for sure, but based on what I've lost and what I'm eating, putting all the math together, I feel like I'm probably burning about 4,000 calories a day, maybe up to 5 on these big days that I'm doing. So I've just got to make sure that I put those calories back in. And so far so good. I'm seeing a lot of people go home. There's one guy, we left the hotel with him this morning. He is going home for a few days. My guess is he's going home permanently. But he says he's going home for a few days because he's lost too much weight and he can't put it back on. So he's going to go home, put on weight so he can come back out here. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, we'll see. To me, it sounds like an excuse to get off trail and go home. I won't be making any of those. I've got nothing to go home to other than my dog. And trust me, I miss him so much. But there's nothing else to go home for. And I will be out here until either my body says, you can't do it anymore, which I'm going to do everything in my power to ensure that doesn't happen. And yeah, I'm going to Katahdin. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. My trail sister, Stephanie, navigator, she's hurting. She's hurting. I was hoping that she would be better by the time I got here, and she's not. And I'm so hopeful that she's able to get back on trail in a few days. Her son has gone on ahead, and that young man is going to be putting on a bunch of miles every day, probably 25 plus every single day. And you can see we have got a big 4-lane here that I'm going to try to hustle and get across. People here don't cut you any slack, man. And in the city, they don't give a crap. Daleville, yeah, not cool, man. You need to put some crossings on your streets with some lights, because people are going to get run over out here, especially when you first come off the trail, when you first get to Daleville near the Super 8 motel. So dangerous, just ridiculous. You can afford to put up a friggin' light to protect the hikers. But anyways, Stephanie's plan right now is to, Navigator's plan right now is to, her husband's coming down today. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet him again. One day it'll happen, but anyways. Hey, at least they put blacktop across the railroad tracks for us. That's a good thing. But anyway, so Navigator's husband's coming to pick her up today. Going to take her up north a little bit, where she can meet with her son. She's going to miss a big section of the trail, and she'll come back later and finish it, assuming her injury allows her to get back on the trail. So my hope is, and this is what I just told her, is that she will get back up there, get healthy, get back on the trail. I'm going to presume that she cannot do the same big miles that she was doing before. I mean, that's what injured her. And that will give me a chance to catch up to them and get back with them. By the time I do that, she's fully healthy and we can move on. That's my plan. That's my hope. So anyways, all right, I'm gonna turn this off because I got a big hill. I got about 3 miles of uphill coming right now, so I need to get focused and get it done. All right, man, we'll talk to y'all in a bit. All right, so I'm about 2.5 miles into the hike today, making pretty good time. Got about another 2.5 miles of uphill to go. I got a little reprieve here. Just got a text from my hiking partner, Tater. She took a picture of a sign that she passed that said 1/3 of the way to Katahdin. I missed the damn sign. So I will probably put the picture of her into this video so that I have documentation that I did it. But doggone it, I really wanted to see that sign, but it's okay. So here's the deal. I am 1/3 of the way to Katahdin. It's as simple as that. I'm 2.5 months into this thing, a little more than that, but and people ask, well, how are you going to make it in 6 months? How I'm going to make it is that I'm a whole lot faster and putting up a whole lot more miles now than I did in the beginning, and I will catch up to that pace. So doing just fine. I am currently on track to get to Katahdin somewhere in the middle to the end of September. So yeah, I'm not sweating it. I'm in good shape. So anyways, I just needed to add that quick video clip to document 1/3 of the way to Mount Katahdin. Yeah, baby. All right, so I've come just short of 10 miles today. We're just doing 11.3 today, 11.3. And that's mainly because we got started late because we had to resupply this morning. Didn't get out of Daleville until 11:30 or so. But anyways, it's been a pretty cool day. A couple bigs ups, a couple downs, no big deal. Met a few people coming south, chatted with them a little bit here and there. Passed a few people going north, chatted with them, reacquainted with some people that I'd met earlier in the trip, and hopefully they'll be. Oops, hang on a second. Hopefully they'll be staying at the same shelter as me tonight, and we can build on that relationship. You know, it's so much fun out here. The people you meet, for the most part, and I've said it before, 9 out of 10 of the people you meet out here are just awesome people, and just the nature of the trail. You keep running into the same people over and over and over and over again. And sometimes you do it every other day. Sometimes you might run into them 6 weeks ago and run into them again today. It's just weird how it all works, but everybody begins to form attachments out here. And you get bonds and, you know, the camaraderie. I mentioned early on, it's a lot like the military. Everybody has similar goals, and everybody's willing to help each other out to get there. And it's just so much fun. And, you know, getting back with my friend Stephanie yesterday and seeing how she's hurting. I've said it before, man, that girl's tough. That girl is tough. And it takes a lot to get her down. And it's got her down. And I hope with all my being that she's able to heal, get back with her son Cole, and get back on the trail. And when that happens, at some point I can catch them and we can all be together again. We are a tramily, and that will never change. You know, I've got a new addition with Tater, and she got to meet Stephanie last night. They got along well, I think. And yeah, I think that would just be so awesome. I communicate with my buddy Ninja on an almost daily basis. I just got finished talking to him, and Two Shoes and Giggles, we're now on a group text. So Two Shoes and Giggles are just a little bit behind me. They are actually they're going to spend the night at the shelter I had lunch in earlier today. So they're only going to be 7 or 8 miles behind me, and Giggles is still recovering from some shin splints. And once she does that, they'll be able to pick up the miles and catch up to me. And I hope to continue the tradition of the mighty ninja out here. We've kind of adopted these two kids, and it's a lot of fun. They're just awesome young people. So yeah, good stuff. So I've got just over a mile to get to where I'm going to shelter tonight. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm just cruising. I stopped at a water source a little bit ago. And it's so funny. Almost every time you stop and you see other people, you're looking at each other like, do I recognize them? Do I know them? What's your name? And after a few minutes of exchanging information, we realized that, yes, we did meet. We met at the hotel that I stayed at in Bland, Virginia, a couple weeks ago. And yeah, pretty cool. Another mom out here hiking with her child, in this case, her daughter. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I got along well with them, and I hope they're able to stay at the same shelter as me tonight, and we can build on that relationship. So good stuff. Good stuff. It's so much fun out here. This is hard. I've said it before. It's hard. There's nothing easy about this trail. Nothing. Except building relationships with other people. God, I wish it was like that for everybody in every part of life, in every community, in every country, in around the world. I mean, come on, man. This is easy stuff. Yeah, the politicians pit us against one another based on people's hates and fears. When politicians do that, it's time to boot their asses out of office and put people in office that are not trying to tear us apart so that they can have some power and control over our lives. Kick them out. I don't see that happening. That's wishful thinking. It's just not going to happen. Those suckers are just too good at what they're doing. And some people's fears are just too deeply ingrained for generations and generations and generations. People aren't going to change. If I have any hope out of the videos that I'm doing, and I know I piss some people off, I'm okay with that. Sometimes the truth hurts. I remember when I was in the military, and I may have said this before, I don't remember. But when I was in the military, we always were preparing for audits and inspections and just on and on and on. Most people hated them. I did not. I liked them, especially when I became more senior. I liked inspections and audits, especially when they came from outsiders, because when you have an outsider come in, they're taking a look as a brand new perspective at what it is you're doing. And they can see things clearer than you can when you do it every day, like it is with a culture in every society and every community. And I'm an outsider in my community. I've lived there 25 years. I've seen what the community is. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've felt it. And it's not good. It's just not good. The culture in the community I live in is a horrible culture. And I know some people live in their little bubble and they're saying how wrong I am, but I'm not wrong. Overall, the culture in South Central Kentucky is horrible. It is extremist. It is conservative extremist. And yeah, it's going to have to change, folks. It's got to change. I don't want to live there anymore, and I have plans to move. Most of the people that live there that know me, they don't want me to live there. They want me to move. So, I'm happy to oblige. But, I'm going to tell you something. If I have any hope from the videos that I'm putting out here, it's that not only will I deal with the issues that I came out here, my personal issues that I came out here to deal with, but that maybe I can, plant a seed in some minds in that community, and people say, wait a minute, he's got a point. He's right. If I can do that to one person, then this video, whatever that I'm doing on YouTube will have paid off. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know. The hate and fear is deep. It's deep. I mean, you got it from your grandparents. You got it from your great-grandparents. You got it from your parents. Yeah, and now you're getting it from your kids. Hate and fear. Hate and fear. And for the politicians, it's all about power and control. Throw a little money in there. Yeah. Power and control. Anyways. All right. I don't know how I got off on that rant. But anyways, listen, I'm happy to be out here. I'm having the time of my life. It is hard. It is challenging. It is fun. It's fun. And I can't wait. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new adventure. Every day is new friends. And I'm just loving it. So, all right, enough. I'm getting close now. So I've got some videos to edit when I get to camp. And hopefully I'll get to town in the next few days and get them uploaded and piss off some more people. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. All right, I'm about a half mile from camp, and look where I'm at. Yep. See that frickin' root right there in the middle? That little sucker reached out and grabbed my leg. I tried to catch myself with my other leg, and that one got me. And here I sit. Here I sit. I'll be damned. Fall number 7. Ain't that a pain in my butt? I'm fine. I landed soft. So, yeah. Now I got to try to get my butt up. So, I'm going to set this camera down here for just a second. You know what? I'll try to turn around so maybe y'all can see me. Oops. Try to get my butt up. All right, come on, Rock. Hold that camera. Yeah, it's not going to work, I don't think. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is what you got to do when you got a 35-pound pack on your back. Yep. Okay. All right. Back on my feet. All right. Okay. Yeah, my camera's all foggy now. I can't see anything. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this clip. And hey, it's all about having fun out here, folks.